Hey guys,
it's Tick,
and Tack.
and welcome back to Jank Play.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 3, baby.
This is also not where we started.
Yeah, well, hey, we moved like a little bit. I bet you can figure out where we're at.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, only one person's watching this, and they definitely know where we're at.
yeah. Also, no idea what happened with episode 22, why it's all dark and sad.
Yeah, no idea why it's janky. Who knows?
And also, I don't have the raw footage, so it's just that way forever.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna delete it because there's no reason to. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Who's really gonna complain if we leave up episode 22 and it doesn't show anything?
Are those leggings or are those like cargo pants or what?
They're cargo pants.
Oh yeah, I would imagine
I'm
the
like,
cargo pants.
who wears I mean, then again, who freaking wears
For sure, cargo pants. You can see the
leggings
pockets.
in this kind of situation?
Yeah, really.
Then again, she's wearing like a bikini bulletproof vest.
Hey, it's not a bulletproof vest.
What is it then?
It's just a tank top
Oh. How is she fighting people with guns like this?
with guns.
She's just that good, bro.
She can't get shot.
Look,
Yeah.
she's hot and a video game character.
I mean, to be fair, you do die a lot from what I understand.
That's because
Like,
I'm bad,
Velociraptors.
not because Laura's not a badass, okay?
Laura, if she were playing this game,
Where am I supposed to go? What's the point of coming up here?
yes.
Oh, getting the thing, I guess?
Sure.
Because, like, I did pick up, like, a key card style thing from him.
School, the Hollow Sentinel.
Yeah, isn't that such a cool token?
Yeah, token.
I even showed it to
legendary
Connor,
artifact
because I'm like,
picture.
dude, check out this fucking badass token.
Phyrexian Golem.
Yeah.
3/3. What? Do you have a thing that makes
No.
it? No. Do you know what does?
No.
Okay.
You know what? I will find out. We could build a Phyrexian deck.
I mean, we could, but like, are we
Phyrexians are, like, really cool. I like the Phyrexian stuff.
gonna- Yeah.
Like, a
Why?
lot.
But why?
Because they're so good. I don't know. That's just speculation. on my
That's
part.
it.
But I think they're cool,
There you go.
which is all that. Ooh, hey, I found the place where this thing goes.
Hell yeah. Alright, Dune Mover. Toxic 1. Players dealt damage by this creature also get a poison counter. Right, Toxic.
Yeah. Toxic is just infect, but better.
Right, because it allows you to still deal damage.
Yep. Whereas infect just gives poison counters.
Yeah. When Dune Mover enters a battlefield, you may search your library for a basic coin card, reveal it, and shuffle that card. Shuffle and put that card on top. Furnace Punisher. What set are these from?
From Phyrexia, the new Phyrexia set. It's Phyrexia all will be one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Furnace Punisher. Menace. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, it deals 2 damage to that player unless they control 2 or more basic lands. Well, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Phyrexian Beast. Toxic 1.
You put that in freaking land destruction deck.
Yeah, literally.
So that every time they play a basic, you just destroy it and it deals damage to them.
Yeah. It's like, you're done.
That's your game plan, is deal damage through that one card, and that's how you win.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, man, if it works.
I'm gonna hit you 20 times with a rat kind of energy.
Yeah, exactly. Is there a reason these ones were, like, facing a different direction?
I dropped them.
Oh, okay. I just didn't want to fuck up any system you'd created.
Oh, cool. No, there was no system. I dropped them.
Oh, a little cutscene. She's prancing
We got
around.
a cutscene!
Oh my god!
Oh, I guess I should mention if hold on.
If Brayden
I'm
shits his
speaking
pants
way too
mid-video,
quickly. Nazis? Okay.
They could be.
They look like it. So basically, if I seem like I'm acting a little differently for any reason at all, I have ADHD and I'm medicated now.
Yay!
Officially, I've been diagnosed. It's great.
He's officially on meds, which means he's literally insane, so you gotta be careful.
Now I'm legally taking meth. Get fucking dunked on. Druggies. Fucking.
Aw. Critically low battery. What's she drinking?
It looks like a Duff can.
Hey, we beat a level. Nice.
You know Duff from The Simpsons?
Yeah. Yep.
That was the joke. I don't know if anybody else got that. I know it was probably definitely just me, considering you didn't until I explained it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Vague.
yeah, no, it was incredibly vague, and I've never watched The Simpsons, so
Oh, well, that's even better.
it was like I was talking to Gabe, and freaking we were talking about Naruto, and he mentioned some obscure ass background character that I've never heard of, right? And don't remember it all because, of course, why would I?
Right.
And I'm like, no, I don't know what you want from me. I've never seen the show. And he's like, what? Because like, he never even doubted for a single moment in his life that I hadn't seen the show, because like it definitely looks like seems like I have watched it. Oh, I'm not going in that direction. That's a bad idea. And so the fact that I never had, he's like, it was funny.
It was just
he was very, very, very surprised.
So silly. Uh-oh. Okay. Meldweb Strider. Vigilance. Enters battlefield with an oil counter on it. Remove an oil counter from him. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn and crew 3.
Oh, crewing. That's always fun.
Yeah.
I don't like vehicles all that much personally.
Yeah, they're a little hard.
Gabe's
to
vehicle
use.
deck is pretty good though.
Is it?
Mhm.
Is it a commander?
Yeah. It's also a precon. He doesn't like it because he's bad with vehicles. Which, like, I get. They're complicated as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we played while out of state, right? And, like, he was surprised because I was all fucking drunk.
Dead.
No, I'm good. I was all drunk, right? And still, like, making big boy plays.
Don't forget to say.
Like, sober person plays.
Yeah.
While playing with him. And, like, no, I was, like, by my standard, I was smashed, right? I wasn't like, oh, it's like I was when we played Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I was like, I was drunk. I had a hard time standing, like, still while up straight to pee. I was swaying back and forth and shit. Whereas I didn't get that way before with us.
That's hilarious.
So,
Offer immortality. Target creature gains death touch and indestructible until end of turn. Thrill of possibility. As usual cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards.
Thrill of Possibility is a good card.
Yeah.
It's the same reason that, like, Pot of Greed is so good. A lot of people don't understand the mechanics of it.
Straight up, freaking, that's one of the ways that people win the game. Exodia, cycle your deck consistently till you draw a 5 and win the game.
Yeah.
If you're good enough, you can do it on turn 1 or 2 even.
But that's the thing, is a lot of people don't especially people who don't play games like that, like card games,
Yeah.
they don't understand why just drawing a card is so good.
And how it can be used. So yeah, freaking honestly, like with the way decks are, or like Yu-Gi-Oh is now and how anal it can be, you can straight up just, it's like some of your guys' Magic decks, you can just win in one turn. Like you can just.
We only
build
have
out-
one that can do that.
Yeah, but you
to
can
be
just,
fair.
you can just build out a combination in your deck that will just allow you to just keep shuffling, playing, special summoning, freaking pulling from the deck. You just do it all in just one turn. You're like, all right, I've got like a freaking Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then like another variant of Blue Eyes, and all of a sudden, like 3/4 of your like life points are gone, etc., etc. And just turn 2, you die.
Well, because that's the thing though. Is professional Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like if you don't have a turn 1 kill deck, you're basically just fighting up your weight class.
Professional is like who can win immediately.
Yeah.
And
basically.
like honestly,
Whoever gets
if
to go
both
first
of you can win
sometimes.
immediately, then it's just who wins the coin flip and goes first.
It's
Yeah.
not quite like that with Magic now, but
No,
like
it's-
if you're not playing with specific decks that are competitive, right?
Yeah.
Then you're not playing at all, basically.
Yeah.
So,
It's like you're done. You're basically toast.
I know.
No, you're not allowed.
That's not.
Font of
Get
Progress.
through there.
Font of Progress enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Pay 3, tap it. Target player mills X cards where X is the number of oil counters on Font of Progress.
And is there a thing to just put oil counters on? I didn't hear it all.
No, there's not.
Oh, well, I bet there is in other fucking bits of the decks, though.
Yeah, and I mean like
in the rest of the set.
yeah, I mean also like a lot of cards have like, oh, if there's a counter of some kind on a thing, you can just add more of those
Hey,
counters.
we're in Area 51 finally.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what Proliferate does.
Exactly. So
That's literally what Proliferate does as well. It's like straight up freaking just put an extra counter of
whatever kind.
any kind that's already existing on any number of permanents.
Yeah.
That's what Proliferate does.
So you can do that with this too. And create those extra things. Oh, Titanic Growth. We all know about that one.
Fucking that Titanic Growth is beautiful though.
I know,
Look at
it is pretty cool.
It's so awesome.
It's like a weird skeleton monster, dude.
I like Titanic Growth. It's such a good card.
It's just so silly. It's like, you're just huge now. Enjoy. Lattice Blade Mantis.
It's like 4 for +3.
Oh, it's 2 for +4/+4.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Giant Growth is what I was thinking of. It's
Yeah.
like 3 for +3.
Yeah. Let's see. Lattice Blade enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. When it attacks, you may remove an oil counter from it. If you do, untap it and it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Nice. Soulless Jailer. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield.
Oh, that's amazing.
Damn, players can't cast
That shuts down
non-creature
graveyard draw like entirely, basically.
Yeah. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. That's it.
Damn.
In graveyard, and cards can't enter the battlefield. So yeah, basically like my zombie deck. Whenever I sacrifice my own creature, it would just be gone. I wouldn't be able to bring it back
Yeah.
if this card was out.
My exile deck, it would get shut down too, because you
Yeah.
can't play creatures or non-creatures from exile anymore.
Yeah.
And like, that's the deck thrives on.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, he is only a 0/4 to 2-drop artifact specifically. So I mean, like, if you have any like decent deck, you're gonna have some way of just killing it.
yeah,
Specifically?
and he's like a creature, right?
Yeah.
So murder would work.
Yeah. Murder. You got the
Counter spells.
Yeah. Steel bug. You have that steel bug card that just turns him into a bug.
Yeah, but then you just give him like hexproof, which is better than Shroud. Everybody needs to know
Yes.
hexproof is better than Shroud.
It is a lot better than Shroud.
Because with Shroud, you can no longer like attach enchantments and stuff to your own creature.
Yeah.
Whereas with hexproof, you can still target it, just your opponents can't. And
Yeah.
that's why hexproof is better than Shroud.
It's also why they just don't print with Shroud anymore. Like,
No, they do.
They do?
Yeah, no, they started reprinting Shroud again.
Silly.
So, I should have saved before jumping down here. It's alright. I can get back up there.
Yeah.
Without triggering that, probably.
Probably.
I'm pretty confident.
Let's see. Branch Blight Stalker. Toxic 2. That's it.
I love Toxic. It's so cool. You know?
You're dead.
Yeah, but unless you build your deck around it, or you build... Well, no, you have to build your deck around it for it to be an actual credible threat. At least I would think so. Because you either have to focus the deck on making a creature with Toxic capable of dealing with the player, or you'd have to have plenty of creatures that contain the Toxic ability, or like equipments that give it. Because if you just have the occasional Toxic monster, it is at most going to be an annoyance.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
do you
if you-
remember Infect?
Yeah.
That's what Toxic is, basically.
I know.
But better.
I know, but like if you have a creature that has Toxic, unless you specifically build your deck to support that creature, most people will probably try to kill that thing off immediately.
Well, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's going to be annoying. If you have a creature that has Toxic, and then you give it Indestructible, and then Hexproof, and you start building it up, now all of a sudden it went from something that was kind of annoying, like, oh, I'm going to kill it, but it's going to debuff my creature, and that's going to suck. Now it's going to be like, okay, it's getting
You
to the
can't kill
point-
it.
Yeah, I can't kill it.
It just
and-
infinitely debuffs anything
Yeah.
that touches it.
And if it starts attacking me directly, then I'm just going to die.
That's the thing,
Straight
is you
up.
get something with Toxic and Haste, right? It's like a 1/1, right? And then you just pink them once, and then do something like double the amount of counters on a player, because there are cards that do that.
Yep. Pretty
So
much.
it ends up.
Spam Toxic and then double counters.
Yeah. So once you get it, once you get them once with one of those, you just gotta hit them with a few times with those like double the counters or whatever.
Or
Yeah.
just have like, or do a mix and have creatures that like, you build them up to like, not in a crazy way, like, oh, I'll give it flying, or I have some cards that give them like freaking, like land walk or something, like, just give them ways to hit the opposition.
Yeah.
And then
So
once they've
land
been
walk-
hit, like, you're able to propagate more without solely
Yeah.
relying off double cards.
Landwalk, Menace, and Fear. Do you know what those do
Freaking
individually?
land walk is if they have this kind of land, then you just attack them. Menace is they need a certain amount of creatures to block it. And then what was the last one?
Fear.
fear. I think fear is the same as menace.
No.
But it's based off of color instead of just creatures. So like
Yeah,
oh,
fear
if
is
I have
only ever
fear-
on black cards,
Yeah.
and it can only be blocked by black cards.
Which
Yeah.
is convenient because I'm pretty sure that a decent number of the cards that'll have infect are black.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or
Either black or
artifacts.
colorless.
It's,
Yeah.
I was gonna say black or artifacts or colorless. Like that's kind of generally where most of them will be. Maybe some red. Maybe some red will have it.
Yeah, but I haven't really seen that many.
I bet you could find a goblin card that's got infect somewhere. Goblin Poisoner.
Yeah, but that would probably be a black card.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
you could be a
like
goblin.
most
Yeah.
of the red cards that I've seen with Toxic are like have like devoid or are black and
Oh,
red.
they're goblin cards that allow you to convert like
Grenade
mana
launcher?
into any mana for goblin casting.
Yes, not any mana, but yes, you can just kill goblins for red mana. With
Yeah.
a few cards.
Frigging, so
Yeah.
but there's not an easy fix for goblin specific stuff to create black goblins. Well, maybe there's no. There are goblin cards that allow you to call goblins straight onto the field, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then yeah, that's how you would do it. You wouldn't freaking just play them. You do an all red deck, and then freaking use those cards to call out like the black cards onto the field instead of
Possibly,
having
yeah.
to change up your color composition. Because that would probably be how you do it, is freaking rely off of the strength of goblins naturally. And if the goblins can't kill it, then oh well, you get this one dude. Freaking, oh. Could you imagine if the, are there fight cards that allow you to take a creature and fight the player?
No,
Is that a thing?
that's
No.
target creature deals damage to a player.
Man, that would be rough. Straight up.
But yeah, no, those kind of cards sort of
fling,
exist.
We use the trebuchet. We fling Goblin Poisoner at the enemy player. He hits them, dies instantly, deals one infect, and then it starts.
And then we just double,
Kranko's
triple,
making an army to kill you in the event that for some reason Toxic fails.
See,
You're done.
honestly, in that scenario, you basically just have a goblin deck, so I don't know why you wouldn't just keep it a goblin
It's just
deck.
another avenue. It's just another avenue to kill somebody.
Yeah,
If I
pretty
can't
much.
kill you with wave tactics because you have infinite life, I'll just kill you with freaking an infinite number of toxic counters or something. Just double it every time.
Yeah, pretty much.
That would be super useful if like there's a card for doubling the infect counters,
There is.
but it's like a passive. Like every turn, it's like add an
Oh,
infect
there
counter,
probably
or like
is.
double the amount of infect.
There's
counters
only
on
like
all
2 cards in the
cards.
entirety of the game that pull counters off of players.
Really?
Yeah. Because emblems and infect counters exist outside the game, and so it's pretty rare for a card to like reach outside of the game that it's in and affect those in like a positive way for the player.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other way you counter is by adding counters. So like, oh, my creature's -2/-2. It's like -2/-2 counters. I freaking add 2 counters and just balance it out, but it doesn't remove the other -2 ones. It just makes
No, it does. No, it does.
So
Freaking-
adding a +1/+1 counter.
Gets rid of a -1/-1, but
So that-
vice versa as well.
Okay, so that's an artificial way of dealing with that. Not like an external effect, like this specifically targets that.
Right. Alright, let's see what we got. Dorkadine, first gold warden.
I have a couple copies of him.
Trample. It attacks, it gets +X/+X until end of turn where X is the number of equipped creatures you control. Then if his power is 4 or greater, draw a card.
You're done.
You shot your friend. You shot him. No, now he's gonna kill you.
Damn it. It's so annoying.
Should have just let him, I guess. Just let him beat his ass.
Yeah, but I didn't want him to die.
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made.
For real.
Bone Picker Scourge. Flying. As long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, he has Death Touch and Lifelink.
Never mind. I guess he doesn't die. He just fucking one-punched that guy. He just pulled a Saitama.
He just touched his ass and he just keeled over. Sucks to be him, I guess. Making progress.
I had to sit up straight. My fucking chest was going numb.
Your chest was going up.
Yeah, it does it a lot. It's a real problem. I know you don't know how it is, but
No.
you know, whatever.
Nah.
A, your diet's probably slightly better than mine.
Probably,
And
yeah.
2, you're not on any weird medication.
Yeah. True. I also don't hunch over very, very often. So.
True. But even like this, sometimes it'll do it where I'm fucking way more straight.
Yeah.
Oh, there was something over here. Shotgun.
Cephalopod Sentry. Flying. His power is equal to the number of artifacts you control.
Heck yeah. Put that baby in an artifact deck.
Hell yeah.
Win, win, win.
Bring back the Ornithopter. Reprint.
Ornithopter is legal in most standard and stuff, though. I think.
Yeah, but we need a reprint.
For sure.
That's it. Just a reprint of the Ornithopter.
Everybody likes ornithopters.
Hell yeah.
If you don't like
Zero drop,
ornithopter,
0/2
then
flying.
we can't be friends.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, no, if you don't like ornithopter, you get out of our fucking channel.
I remember the first pre-built deck that I bought was like a really weird. It was an artifact white it was an artifact blue and red deck, and friggin' the red part was specialized more like dragons, and the blue part had specifically ornithopters and I think it was a 2-drop
Scissors?
blue
Blue
enchantment that turned any artifact into a 5/5 flying creature.
No, just 5/5 creature.
5/5, but
Yeah.
Ornithopter had flying.
Exactly.
Naturally.
So
you would all of a sudden have for like 2 mana if you got, I think it was 2 or 3 mana if you got both of
it's
them.
2, yeah.
Yeah, you would have a 5/5 flyer.
Yeah, so a lot of people
all
were
of a sudden Ornithopter was actually way better than the dragon, because the dragon was like 5, maybe 6 mana, and he wasn't even that good.
Yeah.
And it was just like, man, freaking Ornithopter over here, freaking, at this point it's equivalent to a damn dragon.
Well, that's the thing too
Absolutely.
is
Thopters are just straight up good, though.
They only if you pair them with other stuff, though. Freaking only if you pair them up with other things that can improve them, because otherwise they're just cannon fodder. Like flying cannon fodder that can block a 1/1, but cannon fodder nonetheless. So only if you have stuff to throw on them to make them better.
Thopters are just good, though. Like, there are lots of different
Oh yeah,
Thopters.
for 0 mana, anything's
Well,
good.
not all Thopters are 0 mana. Ornithopter is, but
Well,
not all
that's the one I'm
Thopters
talking
are.
about.
I know. But
I don't
not
know
all
any-
Thopters are 0.
I don't know of any other Thopters. Okay.
I can't think of any off the top of my head. They all look weird, and none of them are named Thopter.
They look
They're
like
just...
they were something creative straight out of Da Vinci's work.
Thopter is the creature type,
yeah.
so...
But yeah, no, that's why a lot of people back in the day when that first came out. It was I think it was M15 is when those scissors first came out, as
Yeah,
far as
that
I can
sounds
remember.
right.
And
But again,
yeah,
0
people
mana.
were doing that all over because turn 2 a 5/5 flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, that's so useful.
And in a
even,
blue
even
deck,
against a
too.
goblin army.
Yeah, but in a blue deck specifically because you're trying to save a lot of your mana for like weird like counters and shit.
Yeah, for
like,
control.
Blue definitely seems like you're doing a whole lot. You got to do a lot more scheming rather than just straight up Dark Crush you.
That's
Yeah.
what blue is, though.
Yeah, and so if you're able to drop such a huge creature for so cheap in blue, it's so helpful.
It's
Yeah.
very useful. having
Dude,
it.
freaking, Phantasmal Dragon is pretty fucking good, too. It's a 5/5 flyer who's a 4-drop.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only reason
Like-
that one it struggles a bit is again just if you have anything that can target with a spell.
Yep.
Forget it. Gone.
Yeah.
Like
That's
if
why
you have
in,
3
like-
illusionary creatures and then you hit them with a lightning, and it's just 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage.
Yeah, they're
Your
all gone.
entire line just disappears like that.
That's not how lightning works, but...
Forget it's not lightning. It's a different spell that does it. I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah.
shock.
Arc shot.
Yeah, shock is 2 damage and does that, but there is one that has 3
Like,
damage.
multi-target. Yeah.
that you can designate. And
Because shock is only to 1 target as well.
no, shock is
No, shock is
2
1.
damage designated as you want amongst
No,
the targets.
just to 1 target.
Which
Yeah.
spell am I thinking of? Then?
Like I said, I think it's Arc Lightning.
Yeah, that sounds right. Especially since
Because it's a
both
3
thought
for 3, but you can split the damage up as much as you want.
about it. Yep.
Fireball would do it, too.
Yeah,
Fucking pump 3 into it, 4 into it,
yeah,
and it would deal 3 damage as you choose.
yeah.
Like-
But you have to pay 1 additional for each target.
Yeah, so 1 red to cast it, 1 red for the damage, or, I mean, it would come out to 3 damage total to each thing,
Yeah.
but, like,
And then you have to spend 2 more to arc it to 2 other targets.
Fireball is a 1-drop.
Yes.
And so you put 1 into it.
Yep.
right, And then you pay 1 extra for the next target, and then 1 extra for the next target. So that's 3 total extra.
Yeah, 3 total, and then
Yeah.
3
And then it
for
would deal
the
1 damage.
Yeah, but then you have to split then you have to pay the 3 to deal 3 damage, so you can split that equally amongst the 3 targets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
it's
it'd be
1,
like 6 mana.
It'd be 4 mana.
Well, no, because you have to pay 1 additional for each. You have to pay 1 additional for each additional target. So, like, if you have 3 targets, you have to pay 3 mana just to target all 3 of them, and then
Oh, yeah,
you
you're
have
right.
the extra mana
You're right.
to target him, or for how much damage you're
So,
dealing.
wait, in hindsight, does fog technically target those
No.
creatures?
No.
No. It targets the combat phase itself.
Yeah.
Just removes it. Okay.
But it's like really easy because you can just get like really shitty little spells.
Yeah, but those are like, at that point, unless you have a bird deck that just has stuff like that, or a blue deck that also would just have spells to counter.
Yeah, but it works with enchantments as well.
Yeah.
So like, you could just like give it like a white enchantment, and it's dead now
Yeah.
for 1 mana. You're just like, your creature now has lifelink. It's dead.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Lifelink is a 1-drop.
Yeah.
Or no, Lifelink's a 2-drop.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure Lifelink is 2.
Either way, whichever one.
Or you
Lifelink
could
is
give
an
it like
old
a one
card.
drop spell that gives us +1/+1 for a turn or something.
Yeah, and it's dead.
Yeah, exactly. It'll
Exactly.
just kill it.
It's dead.
Goodbye, Phantasmal.
Or just like tap target creature. It's dead.
Phantasmal Bear's pretty good too. I think that's a 1-drop.
For
and it's
2/2, yeah.
Yeah, that's just useful.
Yeah.
It's like Berserking Goblin. Throw you out, you little nut job. The only downside is you have to attack.
Yeah, pretty much.
But honestly, that's why you're there, is literally be a sacrifice.
Raging Goblin is better.
They're basically the same thing.
Raging Goblin is a 1/1 or 1-drop 1/1 with haste, and that's all it does.
Legion Loyalist is better. It does that, and it gives other creatures
Again,
first
when I
strike
started playing, Legion
and can't be
Loyalist
blocked by
wasn't a
creatures
choice.
tokens. It's true. That's true.
Freaking the go-to 1-drop 1/1 Goblin boy was Raging Goblin because he's so good, and like even now he's a good card.
He's a solid play. He's a
Exactly.
1-drop 1/1 with haste.
Yeah, that's all he does is have haste,
Yeah,
deal 1 damage.
that's it. That's all you need sometimes.
True. I don't know where to go, guy.
Just gotta figure it out. Do some backflips through the walls.
Are you just patrolling or?
Ambulatory Edifice. That's what it's called. Enters the battlefield. You may pay 2 life. When you do, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Ooh, Veil of Assimilation. Whenever it or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains vigilance until end of turn.
Nice.
That's actually not bad.
There are a lot of pretty good cards in there.
Yeah. Quicksilver Fisher.
Also, it'll switch between the Phyrexian cards and the Lord of the Rings cards.
Yeah, I've noticed. I saw that. When it's flying and whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card.
It's gotta be through here. It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
It's got to.
Yeah. Sky Scythe and Golfer. Reach Trample. As can't be blocked by creatures with flying.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Blade Graft Aspirant. A menace. Equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Activate abilities of equipments you control that target him cost 1 less to activate. Or 1 less to activate. That's pretty good, actually. It reminds me of
Alright, I don't know what this is gonna do.
uh-oh.
Like I said, I didn't know what it was gonna do, but I had to. There was no other way forward.
It's true.
I was avoiding lasers for so long too. Legitimately, a long fucking time.
Oh, you made a mistake. Oh, there's a mana thing.
I saw. Oh, I got my Deagle.
Hell yeah.
Forgot I had a Deagle.
Eh, eh. 3 shots, not bad.
Well, it's a Deagle. Duh. 3 shots. Yeah.
You know, it's funny though.
This is a nuke silo.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well then, I'm gonna put that away and go this way.
Yeah, no, this card where it's like makes it cheaper to buff in reminds me of Vineyard's deck forever ago in 8th grade.
Didn't Vineyard's deck just be like, oh, I deal 1 damage to you, and now you just lose life, so I gain life, and because I gain life, you lose life?
No, he had a deck like that though.
I know he did, and
But,
it
like,
fucking
his
pissed
fir-
me off. I
Yeah.
wanted to fist fight him over that. I fucking, like, almost physically attacked him one time for being a cunt about it.
Yeah, no, his first deck was literally just play a creature and then buff the freak out of it, man.
Well, yeah.
Like to where it was just huge.
That's
And it,
basically
like,
one of my first decks.
I think one of the dumbest things that he did was he had cards in it where it's like, oh, this equipped creature can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. and then another one that said
That gave it menace. Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, well, now he's just unblockable. Or whatever, trample or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that deck, he copied that deck off
course he did.
the internet, but it was,
Look, I liked him a lot. Like, he was a cool buddy to hang out with.
yeah.
But he was a huge prick.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
no question.
Like,
But no, it was funny because, yeah, what did that deck do? It had one creature that made it so that none of your creatures could have negative counters on them. And then he had a bunch of undying creatures so that they would, whenever they died, they would come back with a negative counter on it. But because of the thing, they wouldn't have it. And so he would be able to sacrifice them using Viscera Seer to, like, scry so he could find stuff. But then he could just do it infinitely so he could completely rebuild his deck to whatever card he wanted.
Yeah.
And he could either deal infinite damage to you, gain infinite life, or draw infinite cards or whatever. It doesn't matter. He could just do infinite things over and over again.
Zane's deck. He has one Yawgmoth deck that basically the way he deals with the Undying drawback is he just has a card that moves -1/-1 counters. It just moves counters. That's all it does. And so, or +1/+1 counters, right? Because that's what Undying does. Is it gives it a +1/+1 when it comes back.
Some of them. Some of them goes at negative.
Most of them give +1/+1
Yeah,
that I've
most of
seen.
them do.
Yeah. But like that's whatever. Fucking
Yeah.
And so he'll move the +1/+1 counter to a different creature, and then
Yeah.
it'll kill his one Undying creature over and over again, essentially.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly the same thing. It's fucking rude.
Yeah.
Also, we're at 31.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Took me 30 minutes to drink this one drink.
Oh, I
I
didn't
have
even.
12 ounce. I'm not even done. I still have
Yeah.
like 3/4 or
I
a
have, like-
quarter left.
I have like half of mine.
Like a third to a quarter, something like that. Is what I've got left.
All right,
So-
well, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
And the next time, peace out.
Bye bye.